So greetings from Boracay, it's your buddy Mike's from livemyassoff.com, and I wanted to do a video here from Station 3. So we are staying basically even further south from where the Station 3 sort of building is, where, you know, really the only way you used to be able to get on the island is like through these boats, right? I mean, you would come up as close as you could, and then that little wooden plank would extend as close to the wave break as they could. But, you know, depending upon the tide, usually you got wet. And for the most part, you had to carry your luggage up over your head as you walked down the beach. Now they have a pier, and it's a lot easier, but you still actually take a very similar boat. It's got a bigger cabin, if you will, but it's still the very same, very similar design. And then you walk up on a plank, which is larger and has handrails up on the pier, and that's basically how you get to Boracay. And the boat ride takes, I don't know, I think it's about 15 minutes. And it's like a couple of hundred pesos. It's like, it's free, basically, to get here. In comparison to how you have to get there, which is either by plane or by taxi if you're coming to either the Cataclan airport or the Calibo airport, respectively. We came into Calibo this time and then took a taxi, 1,000 pesos, about an hour and a half drive, as we took Tiger Air through Singapore, which was very inexpensive to get here from where we were, which was Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City. So anyway, I want to show you a little bit of Station 3. The thing that I really like about it, and I'm on not even to the place where it's really, really chill, is it's less crowded than Station 2. And it offers something different. I mean, if you're like, no, I have to live near a discotheque, which is funny how they call it that here. I remember like when I was, what was it, like in the 70s, 80s? People would refer to it as a discotheque. And now it's like a club. But in the rest of the world, they're all called discos, I think. At least that's been my experience. So anyway, so Station 3, a little bit more chill, potentially more families, but it's got a great ability to relax. And what I'm going to show you here is some stuff down further south of Station 3, to where basically towards the end of the beach. And the nice thing about that is there's like literally no one down there. And the funny thing is, while there's like new resorts coming in all the time here, there's an area down there that has had a fence up right in front of a whole row of palm trees, and they've been doing construction on new buildings back there. But for the most part, it hasn't changed at all. And there's this very expensive resort all the way at the end, very secluded, very private, very luxurious, very expensive. Even for the Philippines, it's, well, for the Philippines, it's very expensive. Even for the US, it's kind of expensive. I don't think it's $2,000 a night, but depending upon the size room you get, it can be expensive, from my perspective. I like to stay well under $100 a night for a hotel room when I'm staying in this part of the world. The Philippines, interestingly enough, I've discovered does not have such great deals on hotel rooms. They're not as reasonably priced. Whoa, almost lost it. I lost my selfie stick. Can you friggin' believe that? As in Thailand. Thailand, they get smoking deals on hotels, and you can get them all the time from like Agoda, Booking.com, or Hotels.com, depending upon what you're using. And so here's a little bit, still Station 3. As you can see, a lot more secluded, which is totally awesome. You can come down here and totally chill out. And if you don't know, it's actually illegal to smoke cigarettes on the beach, which is kind of nice. And as someone who has smoked cigarettes in the past, and may smoke them in the future, I hope I don't, but at least today I'm not smoking, I can tell you that that's kind of nice. Because the last thing I want to see is cigarette butts on the beach. And I would actually prefer to not smell it as well as I'm laying there relaxing. So that's kind of nice. And I believe the fine for it is 2,500 pesos, which is not nothing. It's 50 bucks. But from a Filipino perspective, it's a lot of friggin' money. So that definitely deters the locals. And it's also high enough where it would be very annoying and also very embarrassing for a vacationer to be charged that. So there's a little bit of Station 3 from the beautiful island of Boracay. And no matter where you are, I hope you're living the dream. Because if you're not living the dream, you're doing it wrong. If you're here, it's pretty easy to live the dream. If you're elsewhere, you can also live the dream too. Going to Boracay is not a requirement as far as I'm concerned. But I'll tell you, it's a nice platform to be able to live the dream. Talk to you soon. Ciao.